The halls of the LA Convention Center are crawling with fans of The Walking Dead. You want to get your freak on? There's no better place than Fangoria. Now in its 30th year, Fangoria is the premier publication for fans of horror entertainment. Since the beginning, the magazine has spawned a film company, online radio, and even its own horror convention showcasing the latest in fanfare. I know all about the magazine, but tell me about the Fangoria Convention. How do you bring this to life?
What we do is we'll bring everything dark entertainment under one roof. Anything and everything that's in those pages, the blood and guts, the props, it's all here.
Now, what's another big draw here?
Yeah, the movies are huge. We're gonna have a panel on Drag Me to Hell, Grace, and then of course there's the Donnie Darko sequel, S. Darko, and you get to hear about it here.
Returning to the genre that launched his career is director Sam Raimi with Drag Me to Hell. A classic horror tale about a lone officer who suffers a hell-raising curse at the hands of a vengeful gypsy.
Soon it will be you who comes begging to me.
This is Sam Raimi's return to the genre, so what was it like to work with the master?
He's one of the most collaborative, easygoing, nicest guys I've ever worked with. I grew up watching the Evil Dead movies. I was a huge fan of his, and this may be a bit more true horror in terms of the scares. I think it's the blending of comedy and horror isn't as overt.
You shame me.
Shocking audiences from Sundance to Fangoria is Grace, a psychological thriller about a stillborn baby that comes back to life when carried to term by its emotionally scarred mother.
She needs to go to a regular hospital.
They'll induce her, she won't go.
With an appetite for blood and some unexpected twists sure to turn your stomach, Grace makes Rosemary's Baby look like child's play. The horror in this is actually more on a psychological level.
Yeah, largely psychological. It's a film that, it works viscerally for sure. At our Sundance premiere, we had 2 men pass out. It's very difficult for people to watch the movie. Usually, horror audience is a rah, rah, rah audience. This, you can hear a pin drop.
You don't understand.
Vivian, it's Richie.
Having a baby is a really scary experience. This makes you kind of question what you're willing to do for a child. And, some people are willing to kill for their children.
I'm just feeding the baby.
And rounding out one of the coolest visual feasts at Fangoria this year is S. Darko.
The world is going fan.
The sequel to the cult sensation Donnie Darko. What is the S in S. Darko?
The S in S. Darko is for Samantha, who is our lead character, and our point of view for perhaps 70% of the film.
I like it here. With you.
Do we try to explain anything? Absolutely not. We come in hot, we jump straight into the mythology of the original, and we twist it and tweak it and let it play.
A killer lineup from the Masters of Horror, sure to scare you senseless. Oh, Fangoria, nobody does gore better.